What's going on, y'all? You're checking out This50.com here, the Winner Circle. Your boy June Archer, legendary engineer, producer, my man POOBS, D-Block. Keep it locked right here.
Come join the winning circle.
Fuck with the winners, baby.
Put up your hands for me, baby.
Put them up.
And do it like we're supposed to.
Yeah.
'Cause we're gonna win.
Consider this the theme song for victory. Shit you say to yourself, you made history. I'm trying to make it feel like the first.
What's going on, y'all? You're checking out the Winner Circle here on This50.com. My special guest this week, I'm excited. Y'all in for a treat. My man from the legendary D-Block, Styles P, Chic Luch, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Jada himself, Big Bro. I introduce to you my man, POOBS. POOBS, what's good, brother?
Everything's good. It's all love. Thanks for having me here.
Man, I'm excited. I want to kind of educate those who are watching, those who are listening. Some of your background, where you started, it goes a little bit past the locks. I want to talk about Rough Riders, DMX, how you got your start in the game, and where you are today with your music and production. But we got so much to talk about.
Yeah,
you got to keep it locked right here. We got some gems. You just stay tuned.
Definitely. Well, I got in this game. I got in right out of high school, basically. You know what I'm saying? So a good friend of mine who I went to school with, he was a couple years ahead of me in school. His name is DJ Shock. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. You know what I'm saying, for everything you did. But he kind of took me under his wing, and he had a studio that's in the same. It's the exact same studio that D-Block is now. He had took it over back in the late '90s. You know what I'm saying? So he was DJing, producing, and I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, basically his like link to the street, kind of like letting him know, like, you know, like that's not it, whatever. Kind of like hood A&R at first. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you know, start humming them ideas that was in my head, and then he got tired of me humming to him all the time and leaving him messages on his phone telling him do this, do that. So he was just like, yo, just sit here and figure it out yourself. And then from there, you know what I'm saying, we were blessed to link up with the Rough Riders, my big brothers, Joaquin and Dean and Darren Dean, you know what I'm saying, the general itself, you know what I'm saying. So they brought me into the studio. They, you know, because at the time, I was only 19, and like he was a few years older than me, but he was still living at his crib, you know what I'm saying, with his family or whatever. But I had my own crib in the hood, so I was, you know, I had let them know, like, yo, it's cool, producing and all of that is cool, but if I only get paid when we make a beat, and you got PK and you got Swiss and you got all these people, then you know what I'm saying, that's a little too much for me. I need steady work, you know what I'm saying? So they brought me into the studio. And then I started like assistant engineering and doing shit like that. And then I took it serious and went to school for it. And then when I came out, I lost the job at Rough Riders. I was out of there. I had got into a bad car accident. My lungs collapsed. My ribs were broken. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for me to get to the studio. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I ended up losing that position or whatever. But it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? We still had, me and my boy still had the studio. You know what I'm saying, that we was working out of. Chic started coming through. My other big brother, who I love to death, Super Mario, you know what I'm saying, Super Mario came through, and me and him started clicking, and then we started just working on all the music that Chic was developing, and that Styles had, and that Jada had, and then we kind of just brought it all together to, like, you know what I'm saying, to form D-Block. And then from there it was on, you know what I'm saying. From there it was, you know what I'm saying, a couple dudes in Yonkers, you know what I'm saying, outside in this little bullshit town of Yonkers. And we going head to head against, you know what I'm saying, Rockefeller. We going head to head against, you know what I'm saying, the man himself right here. And it was beautiful. That was a great time, you know what I'm saying, just making all that music. And like, even though this, you know, so-called beef or whatever, that the energy that we had in the studio, you know what I'm saying, was amazing. Like the way, you know what I'm saying, like it was just non-stop. I'd come in the morning, start getting some tracks and beats together, and then Styles would come in, you know what I'm saying, he'll bang out. Kiss will come in, he'll bang out. Chic will come in, he'll bang out. They'll work on tracks together. You know what I'm saying? It was just a real, like, WWF you know what I'm saying, tag team, you know what I'm saying, kind of shit where we was just tagging each other in and out all day, and everybody just being real receptive to the creativity that's in the room. Just everybody saying, you know, do this, do that, and just everybody just brought it together, and you know what I'm saying. And even though we was underdogs through everything, you know, this little bullshit studio in Yonkers, you know what I'm saying, like this little shit made it through, and we was able to stand head to head with a lot of the greats, you know what I mean. So it's something that we all was real proud of, and we all still are real proud of.
So for you, you've been the man in the studio with these legends that we've loved in hip hop. For you, is a hunger still there for them, and is a respect still there for them to kind of get your ideas to say, Styles, I need you to attack the track like this? Like, how much was your input welcomed in the process?
Well, in the beginning, like before, like when we first got down, I mean, we had Shock producing and making beats, and at the time, you know what I'm saying, I mean, even to this day, I'll still give it to him. Like, you know, he's the person who showed me how to make beats, so I'm always gonna think, you know what I'm saying, he's a step ahead of me on it. So we had good producers, we had some good engineers in there, and what I was doing was basically, when I started off, I was just digging. Like I'd come to Sheik or Styles or Kiss and be like, yo, you need to rap on this beat. You know what I'm saying? I just found this beat. You need to rap on this beat. And then from them doing it, and then hearing the response from the people, it was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like he's like we gonna keep listening to him.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Like he hasn't gone wrong yet. And then when we had our little beefs or whatever, it was just turned up for me. Like, it was like, yo, you gotta rap on this. You gotta rap on this. I know this is gonna hurt him if you spit on this. And then, you know what I'm saying? And again, as the response kept coming back, it was like, yo, you know what? Like, you just gonna pick all our shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And then, so I went from that, and then, you know what I'm saying, me meeting with this producer or that producer and sitting with everybody throughout the industry and just, you know what I'm saying, grabbing joints and getting them on joints or whatever, just led to them kind of just to just be able to trust my thought process and my decisions on shit, and it hasn't changed. I mean, to this day, if I, you know what I'm saying, if I come in and be like, yo, this beat is it, we gotta do it, like, it's pretty much getting done, if not that night, within that, you know, the next couple of days. So, you know what I'm saying, that part hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying, it's only grown.
I want to dig into the creative side of who you are. We've known each other for some time, created a great friendship, relationship. As an engineer, your creativity takes you other places, so you can kind of get out of the rigmarole of producing and engineering. For you, you're a creative. We talked about your endeavors in terms of television, and I want to talk about. There's a particular show we're gonna dive in right now. So
Yeah.
get locked in right now. You and I talked about a year ago about this idea.
Glasses off so they could see me right on this one.
Yeah.
Serious. I'll take it from here.
I'll let you take it from here.
I'll take it from here because I see where you're going. I mean, besides the music and all of that, you know what I'm saying, I've been my passion has been writing films and, you know what I'm saying, and TV screenplays and things of that nature. And since 2012, I've been pitching a show, which you all know today is Tales. From the BET put out a show called Tales that supposedly Gotti created, whatever. I've been pitching the show, my own show, since 2012. I've been pitching it around the industry because people didn't understand what my show was. I was telling them it's a hip hop Tales from the Crib. So that's where you get the title for their show, Tales. You know what I'm saying? I'm on social media like everybody else, so I see these people that supposedly say they created Tales talking about how they're doing original shit and this and all of this, and it's all biting. Like, everything they did was they bit heavy. They took my work and they bit it all the way through. I'm not saying Irv stole my shit, because I never met with Irv, but I know Irv didn't create it, and the people who brought it to Irv stole my shit and brought it to Irv. So again, like, I ain't saying Irv stole it, but if I come home and my house is robbed and I come outside and you're wearing my jacket, I'm gonna feel you robbed me. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you're outside and you're wearing my jacket and me and my crew run up on you and beat you up and take my jacket back, that's the kind of how, you know what I'm saying, things would normally work. But this is Hollywood, and this is the industry, you know what I'm saying, and we all grown men at this. So I've had my people just try to reach out to the man for about a year now, and just, you know what I'm saying, just let us poly, just let us talk. Let me work with you. Let me help you make it better, because I've seen what y'all have done, and y'all took my work and made it whack. Like, y'all took something that I did in 2012 that was dope, and in 2017 made it whack. That's kind of hard to do. But it's not really when you don't have the people that's originating it. You know what I'm saying? When you're just biting off somebody else's shit and claiming
You can't do it right. If you bite, you can't do it right.
Yeah, you can't do it right. So I mean, you know, like I don't even gotta say it's like it. I'm saying it's whack because I think it's whack, and you know what I'm saying. And also, but I'm coming from a person who's seeing my work on the screen, so I'm just like, oh shit, y'all niggas stole my shit. This is crazy. But you know what I'm saying. You know, like everybody who I've met with throughout the industry and everything over the years have all reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, because as long as you remain positive, you're always gonna be blessed. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? So they did what they did. They took my shit, and it was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I had people approach me to try to sue him and sue BT and all of that. And if you know anything about us at D Block, you know we ain't with the court systems, and we ain't doing all that court shit and all of that shit. Just
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not us. I mean, me personally, I've been hit by cars, not sued. I don't have hospitals fuck up my shit, not sued. Like, I've not sued for all types of reasons. So I wasn't gonna come in. I wasn't gonna try to start suing for this, and my partners wasn't gonna go after it that way either.
Do you feel like the days of the honor amongst thieves concept is gone, because out of respect, you figured I would at least call you and say, hey, I'm gonna have you come in and work on it? Because I personally have seen the Twitter wars with Irv and Fifth saying, yeah, it's a cool concept, we just executed.
It was executed wrong, and I know it was a good concept. And I know it's a good concept because it's my concept. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been going around for years with people telling me, yo, that's genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you're doing is crazy. But then, you know, but at the end of the day, you gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it right. So, like, one of the reasons I didn't just jump out and just try to put anything just out on the web or out personally or out on any network or whatever is I wanted to do it right. You know what I'm saying? I needed to be done right, because I know what it could be if it's done right, and I know and I've seen what it can be if it's done wrong. You know what I'm saying? It could, you know. So I'm trying to have more than just a good concept. I wanted to put together a good show.
To represent the culture in the proper perspective.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the concept of taking music and making it visual and letting people get a visual representation of what this song meant to the writer, to me is a beautiful thing, and it expands the culture, because now kids that might not have heard the music get to kind of see it and kind of live it in a different way, you know what I'm saying, than we did when we was listening to it when we were younger. So if I could speak to the man, you know what I'm saying, if I could speak to the man, we could definitely do something that could knock his shit. Like, his shit is already on the way out just because he did it, just because he's doing it whack. But I know if we get together and put our heads together with the shit that I got now, I mean, nobody's even never gonna think of that again. And some people could get discouraged and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying, nigga stole my shit or whatever, da 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 da. And then if you around the wrong circle of people, they're gonna feed into that negativity, and you're gonna end up quitting or killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta remain positive at all times. Realize that that even though they stole your shit, you know what I'm saying, you're still blessed because your ideas really are working. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to see that, all right, well, I wasn't wrong. You know what I'm saying? My idea really does work on television. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of just staying focused, keeping yourself around the right groups of people. You know what I'm saying? Don't make the mistakes I made, and just, you know what I'm saying, you know, just share with everybody. I've learned about non-disclosure agreements and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, which is some real industry shit that you got to get up on when you live in this industry life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy-go-lucky with it. I'm so passionate about what I do. I share it with everybody, you know what I'm saying? If I'm here, if I'm there, you know what I'm saying? If I'll be in New York and I'll be talking about it, LA, I'm talking about it, London, wherever I'm at, wherever I'm living at the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm sharing what I'm doing, sharing my passion. So it's just learning to, you know what I'm saying, to just speak about it within your circle and not extend your circle, but so far.
You know, that's dope. You touched on it just a while ago, but I want to ask you, from losing the position at Rough Riders because of the accident, in this situation where someone obviously stole your idea, took it, put it in market, and is actually making money off of it, how do you yourself, for somebody who's struggling with that same thing, like I feel like I lost that shot. I feel like every turn that I turn, like I'm losing.
Yeah.
And you found a way to persevere, to be persistent, to continue to find yourself in the creative space, to continue to create, come up with better, new, improved ideas. For you, how do you do that you could teach someone that's watching right now, listen, to kind of persevere and kind of go through it?
I mean, you gotta have a positive mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm full of ideas. I'm a person,
Right.
I come up with ideas all the time. So it's like, all right, well, that one didn't work. How about this one? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just keep pushing. I know people don't want to hear it. They look at you like you're crazy, but I went vegan. You know what I'm saying? Stop eating meat. Stop eating the dairy. Started exercising every day, and I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. Like, now tomorrow I might pass out on the floor. Y'all be like, he said he felt good. Fuck happened to him? You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, you know what I'm saying? I feel good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm in a good state. I'm in a healthy state of mind. You know what I'm saying? My body feels healthy. So to me, it's like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, things could be worse, man. And things could be really worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Things could be worse than somebody stealing your idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Woke up this morning.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. You know what I'm saying? My house ain't flooded. You know what I'm saying? My neighborhood ain't flooded. My city ain't flooded. You know what I'm saying? Like, things could be worse. You know what I'm saying? So if it's just a matter of dealing with some unoriginal people that want to bite my shit, it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish you would have called me because I'd have just worked. We didn't have to go against each other.
Right.
We could have
Work
worked
together.
together. We all hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see a reason why. Because as soon as I even caught wind that he had my concept, you know what I'm saying? People was like, I learned about it by people, me coming back to the States, because like I told you,
Right.
I was living in London writing kids books. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I got a bunch of kids novels that I'm trying to get published. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to any kids publishers out there, holla at me. So I came back from that to hear Kiss tell me, oh yeah, Irv Gotti stole your shit. So I was like, but he told me like he stole he had my idea basically. He wasn't even telling me like he stole my shit. He was basically telling me like, yo, he got your idea. I got the same concept.
This is Kiss.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was like, all right, he stole my concept. I said, well, we ain't got to go against him, call him. You know, as I told Kiss right there, we ain't got to be against each other, call him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a ton of shit. If he got a show, I got
Right.
a ton of material. Let's work
We
together.
can work together.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about the dividing me against you. I'm with building me and you. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, call him. You know, the Kiss called him, didn't get a response. I told Styles, call him. Styles called him, didn't get a response. I had my big brother Baron Davis out in LA. Yo, BD, call him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just how it is. But you can't get down on it. You have to see the positive in it and just know, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? I know my ideas work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's just getting with the right group of people who can take my ideas and now let's put it out together and let's capitalize off of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically all it is right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to. I mean, I'm lying. I do want to bash the show because the show is whack and they took my shit and made it whack. So I'm not even gonna say I'm not even gonna bash it. But you know what I'm saying? Things could have been done a lot better. Things could have definitely been done a lot better. But still, but stay tuned, man, because the shit I got coming is gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. And some of the shit is a similar concept, but it's just a lot more. It's just a lot more original and just a lot better, and it's not as all over the place as his shit is.
Dope. Listen, you heard it here. My man Poobs, D Block, Rough Riders, producer, engineer. Listen, surround yourself with people that are doing what you're trying to do, man. Listen, there's no biting allowed, but
Yeah,
make
no
sure
biting.
you never give up.
Yeah.
Persevere, be persistent, especially if you believe in yourself and people around you believe in you. Don't ever give up. It's the winner's circle. Poobs, June Archer. This is 50.com. Peace.